Good morning. It's Thursday morning. It is the 16th of October, and today we're going to look at the Everest, a race where I've had, I won't say luck, but I've had several quinollas, exactas, first fours, you name it, and usually race year by year it's been pretty easy. However, this year is probably the hardest. After that, I'll have a look at the Caulfieldcup, and that's a race that's always difficult, and the form tells me there are some surprises coming up. Okay, so Caulfield race 9, I'm doing it the reverse because I've already got it set up. Sorry. So basically I've got the horses rated from a rating of $4.80 through all the way to $9.99 for the horses that we can't get a decent picture of, mainly the overseas horses. But I've come up with these, and that's Revelier still comes out on top, rated just under $5, and I'm sure you'll get that easily. And Deacon, it's had 2 runs from a spell, then World Supremacy. Vauban comes in 4th, Birdman, Zardozi and so on. Zardozi, I do expect a big improvement from her last run, where she was slowly away. And Zardozi is a class galloper, as you are well aware. Just got to look at what happened in the Melbourne Cup last year when she managed to finish 4th, beaten 1.3 lengths behind Knight's Choice. Anyway, going back to Revelier, she is a very, very fast sprinter, and based on this rating here, you say, all the way back to a mere class bench 78. The 84.5 rating is based on how fast she ran on the day, which was very, very fast. She closed right up, and she has won 8 races from 12 starts. So very disappointing last start. The stewards queried the run, as you can see. Very poor run, was 5th at the turn and faded slightly. So I'm not sure what was the reason for that. I don't think anybody knows. But there we go. I'm still prepared to put some money on it in the hope that she lives up to this fabulous form that she's had for her short career so far, his short career. Deacon, as you can see, recorded an 81 when won by 5.5 lengths at Moonee Valley. That's not Caulfield, where it's only had 1 single run, but it's an overseas runner which had some great wins early in the career, came back, got ready over some of the less classy races. The concern I have is that there are all sorts of stewards report for this horse. Now, I don't know whether that's because of it's got a problem there or not. But Deacon, I've actually allowed it in even though it is first up because, not because it's first up, 3 runs from a spell this time in. But because of that particular run, I'm assuming it can improve. It's only beaten 2.8 and 3 lengths in the last couple of runs. Royal Supremacy we know of. Once again, this is a overseas horse which has come in, settled in here, has had 3 runs while it's been here. Ran 2nd in the Newcastle Cup, which was apparently disappointing at the time, and over-raced during the race at Randwick over the 2400 Metro, where they ran outstanding time. Okay, and then we've also got Vauban, who also finished reasonably close up and was involved in the stewards report. Is going better than it was last year. That's the only thing I can say. And we just follow with interest to see what it can do. So half yours I've got way down here. Yes, it was a really good run first up. As a matter of fact, I was on it. I recommend it to all my clients, and it absolutely bolted in that day. Came from 11th to 4th last start in a really slow time at Flemington. I don't know what was behind that, but maybe it was really windy. You never know. So I'm not prepared at the short price to take half yours. So that's the Caulfield wrap. Now, Randwick, we've got a couple to look at here. First of all, I'm going to click into race 7. Well, race 6. This is the race that is the consolation stakes for those horses that didn't get a run in the Everest. So on top here we had 11 Shah of Joma rated about $7, along with Iona Merck, which is the first emergency for the Everest. Now in the Everest it's got no chance whatsoever, but in this race it would have a much better chance by comparison. But as you can see, a very wide betting race, as is the Everest should be. So, taking into account the comparison of times that Ka Ying Rising has run in Hong Kong, its style of racing and so on, and the barrier draw and all the rest of it, I actually have Ka Ying Rising on top. I wouldn't be backing it at odds on though, quite clearly. Lady Shenandoah actually comes up second. Very, very disappointing last start. Don't know what was going on there, but before that had an outstanding form run. Okay, so very disappointing, but it does rate that on its very, very best. It can perform in this, and it's one of those horses that can either lead near the front or come from behind. Come from behind could be very important in this race, and Briassa was outstanding last start. I thought it was absolutely brilliant, and ran a record there in 67.98. Given that you've got a horse there in Ka Ying Rising, which was racing in great time before that. And if you look back here in April this year, around 82.46 for that. Before that, it ran another outstanding time at Rose Hill, 68.57. At Randwick's 5 starts for 2 wins. And very, very happy to be on that. And also, I've already backed, as a matter of fact. And also, you've got to give it to Jimmy Star, which is another one which is going to come from behind. Rated a 72 here, 67.98. As I said, it was a track record. And we await to see what's going to happen when it's at Randwick, where it has won, and that's very important. So I don't need to go further down there because I believe I've covered the main chances there. But because Ka Ying Rising has been right close up in most of its starts, it is able to maintain a very solid pace and finish off at the finish. So good luck, and I do wish you all the best of luck, and I'll be updating this later for our special members on Saturday.